Finn, when you saw this added platform being given to the women, did that put more pressure on you to step up your game?
No, obviously NXT, there's a lot of pressure with regards to what gimmick they want you to do and things like that. But no, obviously, you know, where I started out back in Ireland, you know, Becky Lynch started out there, so you know, seeing her growth throughout the years has been incredible, and seeing what the girls have been doing, you know, it does make the guys like kind of their little bit of kind of little envy going on there. So hang on, how do the girls get in the main event? What are we doing wrong here? Maybe we need to up our game. So no, you know, we're all very proud of them and what they're doing, and Bayley's one of my absolute favorites from the moment I came in, like, you know, so you know, and I think that's even one thing me and Kevin agree on too, you know, because I do know Kevin's got a little bit of a soft spot for Bayley. So
I'm team boss all the way. Just saying, just throwing that out there.
Here's the thing about Bayley is when she comes out at a show, the genuine happiness of people in the room is infectious. It even gets to me, so, you know.
But mine's better, right? Look at all these boss. Legit bosses in here, right? That's what I thought. With that, Kevin.
I think the cool thing about NXT, and this is one thing that I noticed from the very beginning, you know, you kind of said you dreamed of this situation, right? And I think you're being a little modest when you say you never thought it was going to happen, because you knew or you wouldn't be in this position, you know. And Triple H said you earned the spot, and that's the awesome thing about NXT is everybody pushes everybody in the sense that we all wanted to be in that top spot. When the whole thing came up with NXT and we were doing the tournament to crown the first NXT champion, I went to him and I told him, I want it. I want that spot. I want to be the first NXT champion. And it wasn't something that, like, you know, I hoped that I was like, I deserve this. I deserve this spot. I want to be that guy. I want to be the face of NXT so that I can, like, I wanted it to be my brand. I felt like I didn't know when I was going to get called up, if I was going to get called up, if I was going to get fired. And
you bordered on that a little bit too, though.
It helps when you have someone like Triple H recruiting the best talent from across the world, and there's no like, oh, we need this 7-foot tall guy or anything like that. It's like, who's the very best at what they do? Let's bring them in, put them in the same spot, and we'll see who comes out on top. And that is the exciting thing about NXT. That's the thing that I love about it. It feels very raw, very real. There's so much passion, but everybody wants to be the man or woman in this case, and that's what drives the whole thing, I think.
The whole attitude, it kind of permeated all of us from the top to the bottom. NXT was ours. Oh, yeah. You know what I mean? Even back then, before it became a thing, when we were selling out 30 tickets in Largo, it was ours. It was our, as a brand, top to bottom. We cared. It was we were all kind of miserable, and we all kind of felt like we're never going to get called up. And it was one guy once in a blue moon would get called up, and we kind of all said, all right, we're going to be stuck here forever. So let's make this place awesome. And it kind of, the attitude kind of keeps going. And even today, like, the new guys come in, and NXT's been an established thing, but it's like an attitude. It starts at the Performance Center now. We have like this chip on our shoulder where it's us against the world. As much as we're WWE, we're not them. We're not that. And we kind of like carry that attitude through everything we do, and it's infectious.
It's funny that, so I'll say two things about that. One, that's what we mean when we say that we are NXT. It's everybody in that Performance Center. It's all of you. It's the 13,000 people tomorrow. It's everybody around the globe. It's everybody that's into it. It's their brand. As much as everyone wants to get called up, Kev touched on this before, whenever I'm telling somebody now, like, congratulations, you're getting called up, I can see the like, oh. Like, because in some way it's like, yeah, but wait a minute, this is really cool, and I'm digging what I'm doing here. What's going to change? So am I not going to do this anymore? Like, I can see it, and as much as it's the greatest thing in the world, there's that moment. Neville talked to me about it. It was like it was a bittersweet thing for him. Like, as much as he wanted it, there's a little bit of him that just like wanted to stay in some way. But, you know, I told him then, this will always be yours, dude. You helped